What's up YouTube? It's your boy Max here. Before we start this video off, I want to remind you, go hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We almost have 500 subscribers and we can hit that dumb soon. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, story takes place 2018. It was my last year in high school and me and all my friends were in this class for a senior project. The whole thing with the senior project is we had to make some performance that we could go later at the end of the year perform at a venue, and it had to have some political meaning behind it of some social issue, and we just had to make a statement about it. Overall, the whole thing was stupid. They put us in stupid groups and nobody was into it. Alright, so when the end of the year finally comes, it's time to perform our shits at different venues. The school booked like a bunch of different ones in bougie ass places. But to get full participation, you had to not only do your performance, but you had to go to 2 other ones, which is stupid as hell. So I already performed my thing. I just had to go to this last one to get, final participation because I already had done one before that. So it's time to go to that last venue. Me and my boy Frankie and a couple of my other friends, we head up to the venue. It was in the lower side of Manhattan, and we get there and the place looked whack as shit. This place just looked lame as hell. It looked like they haven't done repairs on it in years. We go in, we get inside the elevator, and the elevator, one of our teachers get on with us, and you feel it shake, and he's like, yo, this shit doesn't feel safe. And we're like, yeah. So we get in, we go, we sit through the 3-hour performance, and we was just bored as fuck. Alright, so the thing finally comes to an end. This is 3 hours later. I had to take the meanest piss, and there was only a bathroom downstairs, and they didn't want us to go out throughout the middle of the performance. So once the final thing is once the final show goes up and people are clapping, me and my friends book it out of there. We run to the elevator, because there was a lot of people in there, and there was only one elevator that fit 5 people. Alright, so we finally get to the elevator, and all 5 of us squeeze inside. There was me, my boy Frankie, my boy Rocky, my boy Elias, and our friend Gaba. Once we get inside, the elevator's taking mad long to close the doors, and we're like, yo, this shit seemed like it's gonna break. So the thing eventually closes, and we're going down, and we're all just joking around, and our friend turns around with his, he had a cello on his back. He turns around, and the whole shit stops. We feel the elevator shake, and we're like, bro, what the fuck? Mind you, this place is only 2 floors up, so it shouldn't have took that long to hit the bottom, and we're realizing yo, we're not at the bottom and this shit's not opening. So we wait a minute or two and we're like, yeah bro, this shit's definitely stuck. We start ringing the alarm to get people's attention. We hear people screaming downstairs yo, what happened? And we were just trying to scream for help. So we're in this elevator, right? Time's passing, 20 minutes pass. And we're like, yo bro, do they have it under control? Cause no one's coming to help us. 30 minutes pass. My friends are starting to panic, because it's claustrophobic. We've been in there, it's 9 o'clock at night almost. And then 40 minutes pass. We're like, yo, they're not doing shit. We gotta call the fire department. We ran the shit on the elevator and the shit kept going to voicemail. It has that thing. It just, no one was answering. So after 50 minutes pass, we're like, fuck it, bro. We gotta call 911. We call 911, we tell them where we're at. They said they're gonna send firefighters over there to come and break us out of the elevator. So we're waiting for the fire department. The people upstairs, they're screaming down at us. We're screaming up at them. We're type cursing and shit because we was type panicking. Mind you guys, while all this is happening, I still had to take the biggest piss of my life. Bruh. So, after we called the firefighters, another 30 minutes passed and I was like, yo, fuck it. I'm peeing in this bottle I had in my bag because I cannot hold this anymore. And if I'm about to wait a whole nother hour, they're gonna show up and there's gonna be piss everywhere. So, my friends and me are cursing upstairs. They're screaming downstairs at us. We're just saying, yo, fucking help us and shit because we're stuck. And I'm peeing into this fucking bottle because I was not about to hold that another hour.
We've really been still stuck here. I had to pee in a fucking Snapple bottle. Oh God, no.
Finally, guys, this is 2 hours in, maybe an hour and a half in. Fire department finally gets there. They break us out and we start running downstairs. But as I was running downstairs, I forgot the piss in the elevator.
Bruh.
So guys, once we get downstairs, our teacher, who was kind of a dick, none of us liked him, he just starts going off on us the second we get downstairs, blaming the whole thing on us, even though one of our other teachers said that elevator seemed kind of sketchy. And I'm getting tight at this point, because I'm like, bro, it's 10 o'clock at night. I doubt you've called my parents, because my phone was dead, so I couldn't call them. I said, I doubt you've called my parents, and you're going off on us, blaming us instead of even asking us what happened. What kind of shit is that? So he's going off, he's screaming at us, and at one point I get tired. I'm like, yo bro, you haven't called my parents, we're stuck in there for 2 hours, why the fuck you blaming us for this whole shit? And then he kind of shut up, and my friends were just trying to explain what happened, but then some stupid shit happens. My other teacher walks downstairs holding the bottle of piss in his hands. He pushes the other teacher to the side to tell him to relax, but then he starts going off on us on his own. And he's saying I understand it's not your fault, but you guys are screaming, you guys are cursing, and it's unprofessional. And I'm like, yo bro, I don't really care about being unprofessional. I'm 17 at the time, And it's unprofessional that your elevator got us trapped in there and y'all couldn't even handle the situation in 2 hours. But then he's like, and I pray to God, I'm not holding a bottle of somebody's piss right now. And that's when I kind of shut up. All my friends looked at each other. And when I say it, I was like, nah, that's apple juice. And he's like, nah, this looks like piss. And I was like, nah, bro, that's apple juice. And my friend's like, yeah, nah, he had that when he came in. And I swear to God, I was willing to take an L for the team. If he was to really start debating if it was apple juice or not, I would have opened the bottle and took a sip out of it just to shut him up. Bruh. But I knew my friends would have started dying and that would have ruined the whole shit. But that's how far I was willing to go so we didn't get in trouble. But then the teacher starts going off saying how we would have to pay for the damages and this and that. And we're like, bro, it's not our fault the shit broke. But eventually that shit just passes over. We go to school next day and they never brought it up again because, you know, at the end of the day, that shit wasn't us. And you weren't gonna prove that it was our fault unless you were there. So after that, you know, it was just a thing people were talking about in school for a minute, especially how my teacher was holding my piss. You know, that one teacher, the one that made us go there in the first place, he fucking hated us ever since. I mean, he didn't like us before that, but he definitely didn't like us after that, saying we ruined his reputation with that place. And I was like, I don't give a flying fuck, bro, fuck you. And he tried bringing up about them trying to get money for the elevator again, and we just kind of brushed him off. All right, guys, so that's the end of the story of how my teacher ended up with a bottle of my piss in his hands, and of the time we got stuck in the elevator. What that story taught me, guys, is if it's only 2 flights of stairs, just take the fucking stairs. I know, even if you gotta pee, bro, just take the stairs, because you might, like, if I had a shit, bro, I would have definitely ended up shitting in that fucking elevator. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Again, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
People ask what it do. Could put a man on the nose. My boys playing my songs. A girl playing my flute. Ask me what I'm up to. Counting bands, they blue. I was playing my roles. Now I play on my toes. Yeah, 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 yeah.